What's up? Welcome back to Tabletop Nights. Today we are looking at Stalingrad Besieged. This is a little Kickstarter that arrived just the other day. It's designed by DR Lew Pulsipher and it's published by Worthington Games. This game allows one or two players to refight the campaign of Stalingrad in 1942 and it takes about an hour. The game depicts the Battle of the City itself. It's a Street Fighters game, just like the real campaign, with intense sort of block-to-block battles that defined the Stalingrad Siege, and this game reflects that beautifully. The game board uses a German map from the period with grids defining key locations in the city. These are used for movement and combat in the game. Combat is frequent and each side battles back and forth regardless of who moves. It can be played using the cards, counters or blocks. This was a modest Kickstarter campaign with a small target and 221 backers. But let's start by taking a look in the box and see what this game's all about. Right, so sort of standard Worthington game type artwork on the front. On the back here we've got an image of the map, and then we see the tokens, the cards, the tokens, the blocks, and the cards there. So that's interesting. 1 to 2 players, 2 out of 10 difficulty. So it's not meant to be that hard, so I should be able to manage it, hopefully. Usual box caliber, fairly solid, no damage. Thank you to the shipping company and all concerned. All right. Rulebook with 16 pages. Let's have a look. Lew Pulsipher. What a great name. That is awesome. Okay, so we've got here what a card unit, counter unit, and a block unit looks like. Gee, the blocks are pretty small if that's the case, but it's interesting concept having all 3 in the box. So I assume there is no change in gameplay. That's just for player preference. So anyway, how many steps have we got? There's a fair few examples there. 8, 9, 10, 12. So there's like 15 sections there. There's some rules for the solo game. Stay tuned if you want to see how this plays on the channel, because I will go through the solo game at a minimum, and then we'll see if I can convince Victor to play something that's a bit outside his normal sphere. Not that he doesn't like them, he just hasn't tried the block game stuff before, so that should be pretty good. All right, so that's not too bad. Here's the obligatory stickers for the blocks, so they are quite small. Give you a close-up view of those. Nice colours, not overly bright, but very clear what they all are. Doesn't seem to be a lot of, well, obviously there's no steps on them, so there'll be no block spinning and things like that, I assume. There you go, all right. What have we got here? Player aid. 2 player aids. They're very good. Nice thick stuff there, not floppy. Fortify cards, replacements of units. Okay. Each side normally gets 2 replacements per turn. Very good. Right. Oh, these tokens look nice. They're awesome. Very pretty. And they pop out a treat. They are quite big. Let me get a AA battery there for you so you can see how big they are. They are quite large tokens, let's be honest. Thick, strong, no sign of any layers popping apart there, delaminating, so that's good. What have we got? We've got, what's that, 624 of the Soviet tokens. Another 3 here. There's ferry points and a tank factory. 16 German tokens, a few blank ones there, which I assume they could be for bluffing. So don't throw them out. They're printed on the back, so don't be like me and throw them in the bin and be searching for them later on. So I'd say there will be a bluffing element to those tokens there. So there's two of the Soviet ones and 3 of the German ones. Okay, all right. I'm going to leave the board till the very last for the moment so we can see that. Nice extra baggies included in there. There's probably about 6 or 7. Always good when a game gives you that option. Blocks look like they're in pretty good condition. I'm not a fan when they're, there's some obvious blemishes. These are quite cleanly cut. No obvious grain giveaways. But again, I don't think this is a hidden movement or fog of war, given that these are counters. But there might be. In fact, there probably is, because of what I just said about the bluffing token. So forget everything I just said. All right, in here, we also then have some grey blocks, obviously for the German troops. Again, they look quite nice. It's sort of not that really bright red you get sometimes. So it's sort of a dusty red and a grey. There's a heap of little black tokens there, black cubes. And 2 standard D6, 1 red and 1 black. This one's got a bit of gunk on it there. But as usual, as is my trademark, do the roll test. They roll. All right, so they're pretty good. Now we've got a number of cards here. See if we can rip this little packet open without wrecking the cards inside. Don't use your teeth, kids. Although I'm sure there's not that many children running out to buy Stalingrad Besieged. But maybe. All right. What have we got here? So there's some specific Stalingrad cards. There's probably like little event cards that help add some variability. Soviet cards, German cards. So these are the same as the tokens. So on the board you can use either, and I'll show that in a minute. So they should be identical to the stickers. In terms of the event cards, we will have a quick squiz at those. So there's the cards, those. Fortify, German artillery, more fortify, airstrike. So these definitely have a linen finish. So they're quite nice. You might want to sleeve them, but it's not a massively doesn't appear to be a massively shuffly game. And of course you've always got the blocks or the tokens to fall back on, so it doesn't matter if you muck the cards up, except for the event ones, of course. All right. So that's what they look like. Let's have a quick look at the board. It is a nice mounted board. It's not massive. It's probably a couple of feet by 1.5, thereabouts. There's a turn track at this end. The Volga, Stalingrad, Vorstadt. It's funny, this is quite blurry looking. So they've taken a topographical map of the time, and I don't know whether they've had to blow it up because it was just a little bit small, but it has made it look a little bit blurry, which I think takes away slightly from the view, but obviously we're not battling, it seems, for specific regions on the map. It's going to be more of a to and fro tactical skirmishy battle. So let's have a look at some of the things quickly on the board. That's what that would look like. That's what that would look like. And that's what tokens would look like. I would say tokens are probably going to win this battle. If I had to battle between blocks, tokens and cards, I think it might be the tokens. Because they're definitely big and they're bold. And they probably just feel better. The blocks are okay. But I think for this scale of board, no problems with having the blocks like that. So that's what it looks like inside the box. I will set this up and have a game and then maybe show you the rules. So stay tuned, check back in with us. Hope you like that little video. It's just a quick one, but we like to look at some of the different games that maybe some of the other places don't particularly go for, you know, less commercial, which means we get no money either, but that's okay. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. Have you got this game? Do you want to see more of this type of game? Do you want to see Victor attempt this game? I'm not sure how we go, but that's Stalingrad Besieged. We'll see you soon. Cheers.